the state of my culture. By this, I mean the culture that surrounds me, because I personally don't find myself being a man of culture or belonging to a particular culture since I was born in the capital and I don't speak any of our languages, many languages. I just speak the main language that joins our nation together. And since I was born in the capital, that makes me a part of no territory technically. So I don't find myself a part of any culture. So this will be an semi-objective look on the culture that surrounds me. So there are two sides you can divide a country in fairly cleanly. One side tends to be more progressive. It's a big quotation on progressive as compared to the other side. So I'm located in that side, and the capital since I was born there. So this side happens happens to be our largest province in terms of population and largest producer of food. Like, since it has so many people, the majority of our people are from here. Like, a decent majority are from here. This particular province, its culture is seeped into every aspect of it. Like, our culture is have more progressive, but slightly reserved here in this province. The largest by population is fairly reserved with a lot of just modern things. Like, religion obviously is seeped deep into every facet of daily life. But like everything has seeped deep into our culture, but it is still a bit more progressive than other cultures in our region. It has a very similar language to our joining language, our main language. It's very similar. Divided into two parts, the west and the east. Like, not officially divided, but the culture is divided from west to east. West is more forward moving and east is more backwards as compared to this. Also has a large majority of our population is province near to the wetlands, to the water. It has our largest port, used to be our capital, used to be where our capital was located before it got shifted. Has been has Is also a major producer of food, but mainly handles exports. Like, most of our exports go through there, and has a lot of crime. Like, every province here has a capital of its own, and the capital of this particular province is seeing a surge in crime and happens to be our largest city in the entire country. Like, you don't get any larger, or maybe not even better than that there. It is the largest in all the land. Even being the largest, you can't get full guarantee that you will have like 24/7 365 electricity. Like, electricity fluctuates, especially in the summer where it's the most needed, because of course we can't do shit. Then we go into, just before going to the controversial portion, we enter our northernmost province, which is controversial but in a different way. It is technically a province, but technically not a province, technically not even our territory, but it is governed by our government, so I'm going to count it as a province. And majority of our province follow cultural lines and ethnicity groups, so will be considered. It has a fairly small population considering its size, like it's third largest, maybe third largest to fourth largest province, since we have only five provinces. But it is a very mountainous area, and the culture is rich and is a bit more progressive than, like, it's less than the provinces I've talked about, but more than the provinces I will talk about. It is fairly good in terms of just living standards. Like, it has beautiful scenery, beautiful everything. Like, it's a great place to be if you are looking truly beautiful, almost stunning how beautiful it is. Even its culture, a major part of its culture is polo, the game where you ride a horse and beat a ball with a stick, with a hammer. It's a major part of its culture, which is fair. I mean, it has the largest, or one of the largest polo grounds in the world, so it's fair that it would be this light up there. But now we go to a bit more controversial area, the west eastern provinces. We have two eastern provinces. One is super religious, super, like, people kill each other, not religious but super prideful place. Like, people kill each other over pride. They fucking murder entire families. It's the Wild West, but religified. And again, the other provinces, a bit more rights were given to gender groups. Here, fucking women are treated as property, which is just disgusting. And gender people, less capable people, because you only hear about them fighting each other, killing each other, and that is the opinion that people form around these people, which I have no say in, since I am not from there and I do not know anyone who is actually from there. But then we go to the province which is actively wants to be a separate country, a separate land. So this province is our southeast southeast province. It is the largest province by landmass, by a long shot. Like, this province, the largest province by landmass, is like the our eastern province, but a bit more religious, because the eastern province is mountains, with mountains separating people, and so the leaders, the tribal leaders, because that is what the transition of their names becomes, the tribal leaders in the earlier province, in this province, are far apart, but but in the province with the largest landmass, that I do not want to call names, it is basically run by the tribal leaders. Like, since it's a very barren land, since, well, it's very barren, mostly desert, you don't have much culture in there. Like, it's a mix of the eastern province with a bit of Iranian influence. It's very close. The people there wish to be free, and a whole lot of shit has happened down there. Like, it's getting bad. Like, you hear reports of, like, I have heard reports of people being killed just because their ID card said that they're from a different province, from the largest province by population. So it's just pandemonium, since the government can't do dip shit there, because it's so much of such a barren land. Like, the reach of the government is not really strong there, because tribal leaders are far apart, and they, as byproduct of them being extremely far apart from one another. There are pockets of settlements that aren't under the government's thumb. Like it's kind of like the Wild West, but again, very religious. And kind of like Texas if it was religious. And yeah, that's what it is basically. So it has a very small population as compared to other provinces, but a very large amount of land is under it. So it kind of is very important because if it goes free, a lot of our land is just gone. So the government is trying its absolute hardest to keep it under control down there. So the the eastern province that I talked about is mountainous, and a lot of prideful people live there, and their pride is all for the wrong reasons. Like it is religious pride, like your women and what what you have to do, and people kill over the stupidest of reasons, like the stupidest reasons. Like their pride gets hurt, and boom, two heads get blasted off. Culture wise, it's a very suppressing culture. Like in their at their women are forced, not forced, but not really expect, actually forced to wear very covering clothes, which is because remember, women there are treated as property, not humans. Like some people, some very unfortunate people, are quite literally sold off to their husbands, and you can tell how bad it is. Like it's not everyone down there which is bad. It's obviously that is just not how the world works. But a lot of horrible shit has happened there on the name of religion and on fucking God knows what the hell else. So yeah, that's about it for me. Bye.